for the stars, but we're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it Search for you, stay right. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious. That's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious. That's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
Yo, what's happening, guys? Sunday shenanigans. Let's talk about it. What's been going on this weekend? I was going to go live last night, you guys, and I fell asleep. So I was going to come on here, and then I'm like, you know what? Every time I go on here late, some fuck shit happens, and I end up being on here all fucking night, and I ain't doing it. So I had a long day yesterday and just figured it was best to go to bed and get on here today. So let me first say we are gonna go. I gotta go set it up real quick because I thought I had it done, but I didn't. It didn't save. So anyhow, we're gonna do a movie night tonight. We're gonna go over the Gabby Petito Lifetime movie. We're gonna watch it together on my Queen Pin channel. I'll go get the link and drop it in the chat here in a minute. That way y'all can go over there and get subbed up because I will have it on subs only mode. So if you wanna get up on there, you better click the link here. That's what we was just talking about, girl. We was just talking about it. We're gonna watch it together. We are gonna watch it together. We're gonna have a movie night. We're gonna have a movie night tonight, and we're about to watch it. The Gabby Petito Lifetime movie, and we're gonna go over it and critique it. Thank you, Buttercup. I needed some rest. I was like, you know what? And I'm sure these people are probably getting tired of me. Shit, the other night when Tracy came on, I had people talking about things going, dox me and dox my family and all kinds of crazy shit like it hasn't happened 2 years ago. People are cracking me up with that bullshit. We're gonna do it tonight, right? Let's see. We're going to have Sunday movie morning, right? Or we can do it today if you want to do it now. You want to do it now, or you guys want to wait? You want to do it now, or you want to do it later? Want to do a movie day or a movie night? That's what we need to know. And then look, I want to watch that Dahmer show. The Dahmer. Look, I'm not gonna be able to watch it by myself. I can't. I just cannot. You know how it goes. I don't like scary movies, anyways. And it's not a scary. That's real life shit. Like that really happened. So y'all want to do a movie night? Okay, a movie night. Okay, we'll do it tonight then. We'll do it tonight. Look, Coco, I'm like, girl, I cannot wait to watch it. But you know what though? There's somebody made a comment today, and I really appreciate the honesty because she said, you know what? I'm not even interested in that case. I really don't even give a shit about that case. And I think it's really messed up that, so many people, basically gloated on that case. And, there was still so many missing people and so many missing kids. And you know what I mean? That case got a lot of attention. And I mean a lot. So I totally get it. And I totally understand, why people feel that way. Also, I went on Kate's channel last night. So I did go on Kate's live. Kate Does Crime. And guess who I got to meet, y'all? You guys know Josh, the one that comes up here that's real young, that looks like he's probably 15. He looks real young. Well, last night he clicked the link on Kate's channel to come up and talk to me. And he says he's over the age of 18, but he still looks very, very young. But he was he was very, very sweet last night. So it was nice to meet you, Josh. If you're listening, it was nice to meet you, buddy. So anyhow, let's see. Here, I'll drop the link for y'all to come up here and chit chat. Oh, True Text, and I got your email, and I did watch that. And no, you're not full of shit. I thought that was pretty cool, and I just seen that Captain Kurt dropped the video. I think he dropped it yesterday. I think. I'm not sure. Hey, B Tim, I see you down there. Okay, the only thing I was worried about was movie might get yanked. Oh, fuck. You know what? I didn't even think about that. The movie might get taken down. Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that. He said, why you block me, queen? Yeah, he did, Peppermint Schmoka. He called me out, didn't he? He said, "Why'd you block me?" Well, you know what? I don't want younger kids on here though. That's the problem. Is, you know what I'm saying? I really just don't. I had to stop mid sentence there. Sorry about that. Oh, Unseen True Crime. You can email me. I'll put it in the chat real quick. Yes, he did, True Text, and he did a really good job with it, didn't he? Hey, Biddy.
Hey, little bit.
What up? What you doing?
Nothing much. Okay, so that was my concern. Okay, so if we're just gonna go live over here for over an hour, we might as well watch it today because I'm afraid it's gonna get yanked because it's brand new. It just dropped yesterday, right? And
okay, well, you want to watch it on here though?
I don't.
Or you want to go
know.
over there?
I don't know. See, I'm afraid. I don't know if we should watch it here, but I'm just saying, like, we should watch it.
Well, I mean, I can take a strike. It's not, I don't really care about that, but I just didn't, I figured we could go over there, you know what I mean, and have it over there in case they do strike. In case they do pull it down, we can go on the Queen. What do you think? I mean, what are you thinking?
I think you should go
over there right now. Would you want to end this and go there right now?
I was thinking, listen to you. Okay, so I was thinking this. I was thinking we should watch it this morning in case it gets yanked. It's only an hour and 19 minutes long. So it's
well, and I figured I'd put it on like 1.25 to, you know what I'm saying, make it go a little faster anyways.
Right. Or like, you know, or 1.25, whatever works. I think it's a good idea that maybe we do it this morning just in case it gets yanked.
Okay, so okay, here, let me go set it up real quick.
You want to do a poll and ask the people
over there?
Yeah, we should do it over there just to play it safe because I know you're not like worried about taking a strike, but let's just play it safe. Because the movie link I gave you only has 3,000 views on it, so that's, you know.
Yeah, I noticed that. And I was like, man, what if this gets taken down? I did notice that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what does everybody think?
Let me go get it set up real quick and we're going to go, we'll drop the link so everybody can go with us. Hold on. You go ahead and chit chat. I'm going to go make the link real quick. Hold on.
I will do this. I watched the movie this morning by myself and I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm a bit annoyed about little bits of things. I'll just say that. Oh, we're gonna lip locked. We're gonna drop the link. It's her second channel, Queen Pin, and so she's gonna set up the live for the movie, and we'll drop it in the chat. Well, NorCal Girl dropped the channel link, but I think she's gonna create a link for the movie. But I just think it's a good idea if we try to get it out of the way. If we're already going to chop it up and kill some time this morning, we might as well watch the movie, right? And then maybe later tonight we can talk about it. What do you guys think? Yeah, I got to watch Dahmer. I want to watch Dahmer too. But see, with Netflix shows or movies, I have to make some time because they put the whole series on there and then I can't just stop at one. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Anyways. So yeah. I think it's better if we do it this morning. Have Sunday morning movie time. That's what we'll do. But yeah. So yeah, I watched the movie this morning all by myself because I woke up kind of early, and I saw that it was available to watch, and I'm just saying, a little disappointed with a few things. No, I have not, beat him.
Okay, got to set up. I'm ready to roll, you guys. I just did it real quick.
You ready to roll? Okay, so we got
I set it for 12:45. Okay, here's the link. Ready? I'm gonna drop it in the chat right now. Cool. I'll go pin it too if you guys want me to. But there's the link for it. I just did a real quick setup. Just threw it in there real fast, so we had a link to go to.
Yeah, pin it.
So we had something to go to, just so we had a link for people. You let me go pin this shit. Hold on.
So you set it for what time at?
Well, look, I set it for an hour from now. 12:45 from my time, anyways. It's 11:23 here right now. So I set it for 12:45, which is like an hour and 15 minutes from right now. You know what I mean? So I figured that'd give us an hour to talk shit and then head on over,
That sounds good. Sounds good.
That way people know.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. I was a little disappointed with a few things. I'm not going to spoil them, but and I think that everybody else will be as well, because they dropped the ball on a few things. Let's just say that. Pissing me off.
Yeah, you got time to grab some snacks, and yes, Carol, we're about to be going over it. That's for damn sure.
Yes, ma'am.
We're about to be going over it. That's it. That's all.
It's okay. The Gabby Petito case is like a good example of an over-reported case. Like, it just, my God. Hold on one second.
Okay, I dropped the link in chat in case anybody wanted to come up and talk shit with us for a few. I can't pin it, but it's there. It's in the chat. So if anybody wants to come up and chit chat for a minute, or if anybody's seen the Gabby Petito, do not ruin it. Do not ruin it now. You got to let us get over there and talk some shit, because I haven't seen it. So you guys are going to watch it in real time with me. This will be our first movie date together, you guys. I'm excited. You guys better go get some snacks. Who's buying dinner? My main man, what's happening?
Nothing much. I was just talking about the JT mod rebellion. That was hilarious to watch a little bit. Oh my God. So you heard about it, right? Did you see it? JT's mod rebellion?
No.
So basically, I was told by Seal, like, because I don't watch him, but she told me, like, oh, like his mods are angry at him.
I did. Wait. I did see that where they went on. He's like, I'm so mad. Look, I got a clip of it, and I fucking died so hard. It reminded me of Will.
He's like,
okay, I did see that, beat him. Yes, I saw somebody clipped it and sent it to me.
And he's like, you gotta call me when you jump off.
You gotta call right now, and if you don't call me by the end of this live, that's it. You're not a mod for me anymore.
And he's like shitting on White Rabbit. He's like, yeah, she just passes out drunk on wine. Like, she's a mod.
Oh my God.
That's his new mod.
Yeah, right. White Rabbit.
That's his new mod.
Yeah, and then he just shits on her, and then he's like,
I'm sorry, but I feel like anybody.
Well, you know what though? Any of these people that go fuck with him, they deserve everything they get.
That's what I was gonna say.
They've watched everything he's done, and so if you fuck with him after this point, you get it. Nope, that's it. That's all. You got everything you've got coming to you.
And then one of the mods is like, yeah, I was in Florida. I was in the middle of a hurricane. I couldn't mod. He's like, well, that's a good reason. But you know what's got all these other people? And then he's like,
oh my God.
And then he's like, I want how do you put, like, he's like asking them to pin the super chats because it's like, I didn't read people's super chats. So he's like asking his mods to do his job for him, like just to read the super chats. Like, holy shit. I was like, whoa.
It's like, even though he's like, he's just an asshole, right? Just bottom line, but he's also like super green to YouTube. Like YouTube creator 101, don't humiliate your mods in public like that. Like don't do it to any of your friends, but like your moderators are there like doing work for you for free. Like show some fucking gratitude. Come on now.
Yeah, I was just shocked. I'm like, you can't even read your super chats? Like, that's the easiest part of the job. Just pin them and read them. That's all. Someone's giving you money literally to read a small 2-sentence thing. I mean, come on. Like, some of them are like $20. Some of them are like $50. I mean, like, read them. But yeah, right. I was sitting there, I was flabbergasted.
I haven't went on my strike fucking bitch mission yet, but I'm just waiting till I'm ready. Because he's got I know for a fact he's got at least 3 strikes. I can take his channel down, but I'm gonna start reporting and taking shit down just to fuck with him and then start striking. I don't know. I've been leaving him alone, but he's had a lot to say. And when he said $500, and then he wanted to pull some more fuck shit just the other night. So, like I said, I might just go ahead and do it.
It's not like you're striking just to be a dick, okay?
Right.
Like, he doxes you, so
every chance he gets, and then not only that, he don't even dox me right. He fucking lies about everything he says. I know you ain't got custody of your kids. Oh, really? Well, come pick these motherfuckers up then, because I deal with them every fucking day, 24/7. All right.
And he just has the shittiest takes. Like he's like, well, once you separate from your wife, the step kids are not your kids anymore. And I'm like,
what?
Oh my god!
And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, what? It's like
fucking weird ass. I'm like, so fucking weird. Like, what the fuck?
You know,
and then they got nerve to talk about somebody wearing not using their avatar and using their face. While fucking Mr. Mark goes and wears a fucking mask every damn show because he don't want people associating or correlating it with his children's book.
Oh wait, mods, you got
look at Buttercup. Look at Buttercup.
But you know what? The mods are too sleepy. They need to attach the super chat for you. They need to do the job. Queen, you're too easy on these mods.
I know.
Oh man, you know what? No, that's it. That's it. Can you play the super? Come on, man.
A super chat.
Super chat.
All right. I think we got a super.
Did you guys hear my click, like my snap?
Who's
I think we got a super chat, and I got the clicks with it.
Oh my
That's
God.
fucking hilarious.
I'm over here dancing and jamming to it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand.
They said we need to get a new super chat song. That our super chat song is lame. That's what they said.
Maybe get like the one with the glare, like when he does like his comparisons of what the GB is, and like he does this with his hands, and then this is the other one, like the example.
I think it's lame because they hear Tony Dodge and Ryan Upchurch in it. That's why.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's probably why.
Oh my God, yeah. But yeah.
So have you seen the movie or what?
I don't know really a lot about Gabby Petito, and I didn't see the movie, so I don't know.
You know, some people are like, why did this woman get so much clout? You know, like why when there's so many other people missing, like there's people who are really upset about it, and I understand that because really she did. Mm-hmm. She got a lot of coverage, a lot.
Well, I'm sure. I think like was she like blonde and white or something like that, or? What did she look like? I'm not sure. That's why I don't remember. That's how much I don't know about the Gabby Petito case.
Well, she's a white girl, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah, that's probably helped a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. And she was a social media influencer or whatever. She did shit on social media.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I really didn't really jump onto.
But they lived the van life. They took off and they were trying to live the van life. What I think happened is she seemed, well, I don't know. She seemed like she was like happy-go-lucky, but she seemed like she was really like spoiled, kind of like, you know what I mean? She liked stuff done a certain way. She had OCD. Mm-hmm. I noticed one time he said that when he got in the tent, he got in with sand on his feet after she had fixed it up and she lost her shit. There was a few things and I think that like he dealt with that nitpicking for a while, but I think when shit got to, because they got into arguments, seems like they got into arguments quite a bit, but everything on social media looks perfect. You know how everything on social media, when people post, they want it to look perfect. They want to have the perfect life, the perfect picture. Their kids are perfect, like the Shenanigans life. The Chris Watts life, she had everything perfect on social media. Everything was perfect.
Yeah.
There wasn't a picture out of place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, obviously, because
but it's not real life. It's not real life.
Yeah, like you're living in the van life. The first thing is like, where do you go to the bathroom? They're not going to be like, yeah, this is where the potty. I go to the bathroom in, and this is where we go to this public bathroom to wash our teeth, and the smell of urine from this public bathroom, like, people wouldn't know that fact. Like they're doing a van life. Gabby got a ton of coverage because she's blonde, blue eyes, and white. A majority of cases like that get a ton of coverage in the media. Yeah, I mean that's probably that helped, and also social media. Someone said so. I don't know too much about the case, to be honest with you. I was like busy this. I was like watching about the raincoat killer on Netflix. That was basically what I was watching.
Hold on, that girl you said you should stream her YouTube video. Which one? What video are you talking about, baby? Listen to my dogs. Listen to her snoring in the chair. You guys hear her?
What type of dog you got?
I have a boxer and I have a little tiny white chihuahua that's a little bitch. Oh. She's fucking mean. She is so mean. Like my big boxer is so sweet. And my little dog, she's fucking mean. You can't even pet her. Like you can't even look at her. And she's like, oh
my God.
Yeah, she drives me nuts.
And Cappy disappeared. Cappy ran off. I think the mods rebellion is getting here. It's spreading.
That fucking did it. My mods, I don't know why you guys are slacking. You should be reading the super chats, putting them on the screen, putting our comments on the screen.
Putting up the cash apps, doing the video. You might as well just come up here and stream. Do the research, do everything, guys.
Oh, yes, Tiffany. I'm doing it on my backup channel, though. I got a backup channel. It's the Queen Pin OG. Now, see, I go over there. We go over there when we got to get down and dirty and talk about dirty ass people. So anyhow, we're going to go over there and stream this movie because we don't want to get a strike. If we do, we do. It is what it is, whatever. But we're going to go over there. So it's not, so it's not over here messing with our channel over here. So that's just our little backup, little place to shoot the shit when we don't want to bring it on this channel.
Yeah, you can notice by the videos such as Farsterian Bar.
I want you guys listen. I want you guys to know you're stepping into the hood when you go over to Queen Pin OG. Okay, that's what he says. He says I'm a drug dealer. I'm a crack dealer. I did this. I did that. That's where we handle our business over there. Okay.
Oh no.
That's why it's called Queen Pin. Queen Pin, like the queen of the. You know what I'm saying? Of the OG. That's why we made that name.
Yeah, but seriously. But what else? So, like, with the Gabby Petito case, like, what happened? I don't know much. I'm serious, like that, because I never really went to like the missing person thing until Area Sellers, so I missed the whole Gabby Petito thing, and I didn't know too much about it, to be honest with you. Besides that, so.
Okay, so you seriously don't know anything that happened, really?
No, absolutely not.
I thought you were trolling me for a second, Tim.
No, absolutely not. Like, serious. I know like little snippets of details. That's why, but I just basically missed out that whole thing. I only came on to it because Area Sellers, basically, and I was helping out. I was covering that, and one of my the person I panel with is friends with the family, basically, of Area Sellers, and we were covering that case, basically.
Why don't you ever drop your channel in my chat? Don't you have a channel?
I panel my friend. It's like Thematic, so I tell
Thematic. We need to be dropping that link in here. I don't know why you don't drop that link in here. People are all scared to drop their own links. Shit, drop your motherfucking links.
I just don't I feel like it's kind of rude to just, go on someone's channel and be like dropping links and stuff like that.
But I mean, come on. I love supporting you guys anyways. You guys all support me. So I want to, what I'm saying? I like to return the favor. It's when people come up here like, hey, watch my channel. My channel is, it's like they do self-promote. They come up here only to self-promote. That's it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
and I just feel
but I
like
love helping everybody. I mean, I want to get Kate to 1,000 subs. We need to get Kate Does Crime up to 1,000 subs. She's at like 868. We really need to go over there, and we need to get sub. We need people to be subbing up to her and get her over 1,000 subs.
Yeah, she needs to get like an animal channel too, just so she can get the lizards out there.
Yeah.
Like she just does like feeding of the lizards, and then like she does like TikTok videos of the lizards and everything like that. I guarantee you, she probably have like 1 million subs in a matter of like a year, like guaranteed.
See, I love her lizards. My little. Okay, drop the link for Kate. Hold on, we'll go get it. We'll go grab it real quick. Kate's at work, so she's listening, but she isn't able to. Oh, there you. Oh, okay. There she is. She said, I'm almost there. I was gonna say I knew you were working. I didn't want to make you. Look, she said, yes, Tim, look, I should make a second animal channel. You really should. Listen, one of her animal videos has like 20,000 views on it.
Yeah, I'm serious. Just make YouTube shorts and TikTok videos and do feedings. Do the first one is like, I'm feeding like because she says she like raises roaches to feed them. So she does like, this is what you have to do to feed my animals. And then you can show like the short video of that and then feeding them. And that would probably go viral. I guarantee you. Like the algorithm would just be like, yo, this is really good. Because a lot of people watch shorts. Like, I'm serious. So just an idea, you know.
There we go. Kate Does Crime. We got to get her to 1,000. She does so good. And she's going to go over the Jeffrey Dahmer case. And she's got a guy that's going to come on. She's got a special guest that's coming on to talk. He I guess he studied the Jeffrey Dahmer case, like, and Jeffrey Dahmer, he studied it. He knows everything. So everything about him. So I guess when the movie came out or the Netflix thing came out or whatever, he was critiquing it and going over all of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know they combined two characters to one. Like, the woman next door was actually, they combined two separate people. Like, there was a next door neighbor, and then there was the lady across the street, basically, or in another building. And they combined it into one character in the Netflix episode. So.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I said that's something we need to watch together. But you know what? We'll go over to Kate's channel. We got to get her channel built up.
Yeah,
she doesn't ever drop her link. Neither does that girl. That girl's she's got a good channel too. I don't know if you guys. So yeah, Zero Thematic, that girl, Kate Does Crime. I don't know if we're Heels in the Air. She's got a good channel. I mean, you guys, one of these days we're gonna have to do like a stream where people can drop their links. You know, because some people like Tiffany Taboo or whatever. She never mentions her channel either. She never says anything about it, but she's got a channel too.
Yeah, she went over she does do good videos actually. Better videos than most, definitely.
And I'm like, damn, you had a channel? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I didn't even know that. You never said anything about it. Like, or she'll slip it in there all quiet.
I think she's just like me. She doesn't like to. She just goes on panel. She just feels it's like tacky to just drop her link. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
Yes, and Tiffany Marie, she's got a channel too. Like, I mean, everybody, like all these guys, all you girls have really good channels. We need to make sure like everybody's aware of them. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least in the chat, because I know a lot of people in here like to listen to you guys. They like to go. You know, they come over here to hang out, and you guys have channels too, so they can go show some love and sub up. That's it. That's all. You know.
Yeah. And she went over like the Westchester 6922 that James Brennan was caught with, vintage, and she just discusses that for like 6 minutes and 35 seconds. Is the last video. I don't know, like it'd be funny if she like put at JT, just be like, yeah, I have this gun. No, I'm joking. That's funny. Just in case. Just like it'd be like a subtle threat, like, yeah, I'm reviewing guns now, and you just like you put at that. That'd be so hilarious. I'd be like, oh my god. But yeah,
a lot of people didn't know that she had like you know, and TM has been super respectful with the Summer Wells information. Yeah, for real, she has been. There's a lot of great creators. Like there really is. There's a lot of people have talent. I just come on here and talk shit. I don't have no talents or nothing like that. I just come on here and hang out with you guys, chit chat, shoot the shit, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like me personally,
I don't have a special talent.
Yeah, well, Kate, like I panel, I do a show 2 times a week, Monday and Friday, with my friend, and he does like gaming as well there too. And I mostly just cover like old cases and just, you know, weird stuff. Like I covered MK Ultra and discussed MK Ultra for like 2.5 hours. You know what that is, right?
Yes. Sorry about that. I was reading this. Hold on 1 second. I got one coming out here. Give me 1 second.
Bake and decorate cakes and cookies, paint skulls and bones, crochet. Then you have a doggy rescue, so no time starts at YouTube channel on anything. Yeah. Next is Kate does maybe like I saw Kate's like community post. She literally was like has a lizard now, so it's kind of funny. She has like a lizard with glasses, and our Kate does crime now. But...
And Kate does crime, and she's a little hottie. I said she's all cute. I love her glasses.
You mean the lizard or hers?
Well, no, Kate. The lizard is cute too, but Kate's cute too. So look, my little one came out here. She came out here to show me because there was a lady that has a YouTube channel, and it's just like like an avatar face. And I'm like, how the hell does she make her face just an avatar face? You know what I mean? Like,
you mean
like a face, like a head that she just talks, and it's like this head that just talks.
Yeah,
it's
like VTubing. Yeah, it's called VTubing. A lot of people do it like a lot of VTubers just have like an animation of someone talking, like either a head or like a whole body.
Yes, I noticed that. So I was like, how the hell are they doing this? How are they? Is this something like, is this a feature on YouTube or is this? So here I went to go researching, and one of my littles heard me saying it, and of course they went to researching too.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that, but then it's like I looked at all the avatars.
I'm nosy. My littles are nosy. Just happened. You know what I mean? Like I just passed the trade on down.
Yeah, but I noticed it, and a lot of them were like kind of like like teen avatars, and I'm like, I don't want to pretend to be a teen avatar as an animation thing. And so I was like, nah, forget that. You know what I mean? Like I would need like an old man avatar. I think that would probably be more suitable, like suiting me, like some like 70-year-old man, something like that would be better. I'm not 70, but you know, just imply that I'm older and not a teenager or something. That's why I never did the whole teenager VTubing thing. He dressed as a dog, the bounty hunter. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, these must be the most chilled lizards ever if you're able to put clothes on them. Like, I'm surprised they don't go nuts on you. I thought it was Hulk Hogan, Kate Does Crime. Oh, I honestly thought it was when I saw probably the cowboy hat. I was thinking about like the Good, the Bad, the Ugly movie, and he's like the bad guy. I forgot who the bad guy was in that movie. Kind of reminds me of that, especially with the lizard eyes. Let me see.
Okay, so somebody was messaging me and they were saying, did I want them to drop the link or whatever to come in here? But I don't know if you're confused, babe. We're talking about the Lifetime movie that was just made of Brian and them. So it's not on that channel that you're talking about. There's no way it would be. It just came out. You know what I'm saying? And they're passed away. So it's not like it would be. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to, that's fine. I mean, yeah, that's fine. If you want to do that, that's cool. Come on up. You want to come up? Sugar, come on.
Who's coming up? Hopefully it's not
That girl, she was coming up because she was talking about you didn't know who
Guy Petito was?
yes. Hold
Yeah.
on. Hippocorium says I finally ordered my first laptop. I can't wait to get it. Yes, girl. That's what I'm talking about. You gonna start a channel? See, you know what? That's what you need is a laptop. You need a laptop to start a channel. I do mine from my phone, but I've noticed that you guys have a lot more of an advantage when you have a laptop to be able to pull up a screen share or something or like show something.
Yeah.
Listen, when I get my shit set up, you guys are gonna be like, oh my God. We're going on field trips every fucking day. I'll be streaming something. I'll pull something up. It doesn't matter what it is, just to do it. I haven't been able to for so long.
Yeah, it's good. Like also when you're pulling up articles or something like that, or you're just pulling up like videos, it makes it a lot easier.
Yes, good. Listen, you know what? You got to live and learn. You got to learn through it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
you got to teach yourself sometimes. And I'm like, damn. Like at first, I didn't even have a clue how to get on a fucking panel. Then I was like, you know what? Let me try to figure out how to make this channel. Well, you make a YouTube channel and it's like you have to have a certain amount of subs and you have to have this and you have to have that before you can go live. So I'm like, well, what the hell? How are these people doing this? Then we figured out what StreamYard was and Streamlabs. And I'm like, oh, shit. So then we figured out how to work that. So that's how this channel was born.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, usually also it helps with organizing because usually when I do a case, I have like, or when I talk about someone, I make a folder about them. So I have folders of certain people still on my laptop, my computer, and I have a work computer and I have a for this stuff. So I have like 2 computers.
Oh, sweet. Excuse the sleuth. It's pinned at the top. The link for the channel that we're gonna stream the movie on in an hour. It's pinned at the top of the chat.
Yeah. But
hold on, Liplock says I'm so old fashioned. I still use a desktop most of the time. You know what? I probably would too. But you just get into you get comfortable with stuff. You stick with it. But anyways, are you coming up here to show him or what?
She's gonna show me. Let's see.
Yeah, she said something about coming up here, and I didn't know if she was coming up here or what. What's going on? You coming up, baby, or what? What you doing? What you doing? Oh, Mopsy, the power is back on. Oh, yes, baby. I'm glad it's back on. Are you down there in Florida? Is anybody down there in Florida? You guys doing okay? Oh, I hope everybody's all right, man. They said something about 50. It was like close to 50 deaths.
Yeah, I saw also a video like Bullhorn Betty's like a little bit of a roof fell like pulled up and she's like driving on the road and she's like reporting while another guy's in a bike and it's like I can't believe someone's out in this weather. I'm like, yeah, lady, you're driving in this weather. I don't know if it's a smart idea to be driving around in a hurricane.
Right.
Oh my God, I was just shocked with that whole situation with her. But yeah, I don't know. My mom lives in Florida, so I was checking on her. But luckily she wasn't near the shore, so she just got tough winds. That's pretty much it.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't. I'm glad it wasn't like something, more serious.
Yeah, I'm glad too. I mean, but a lot of people I think like Scientific Skeptic, literally like that channel. Basically, he said he had a job interview, and the place that he was going to go for the interview literally flooded. So I don't think he's going to get that job.
Oh no, and that sucks, dang it.
Yeah, like literally, like they asked him to come up, and like literally, like a couple of probably like a week later, the whole place got flooded. So yeah, not good. That's bad luck for everyone. But
yeah, it is. And listen, Nina Bina, you're welcome to come up here anytime. If there's anybody, see, that's why we made a smaller channel too, because the one that I was like, I watched Critical K all the time, which is her channel's Just K. If you guys want to go sub to it, her new channel is Just K. Anyhow, she had a huge channel, and a lot of people got nervous. They didn't want to go over there. They didn't want to talk. They didn't want to go up on panel. Like they were super nervous because it was such a big channel. So there was we made this little channel, and it's just tiny. Like it was just, I remember when we had 10 people in here, like our first chat had 10 people in here, and the little peen bomber, we didn't even know anything about it. Listen to this. I don't know if anybody has heard this story or been up here. That girl, you've heard it. You've been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the very beginning, I made this channel to beat Tim. Listen to this. I made this channel. The very first time I made this channel, we go live for the first time. I dropped the link in this one group. This one group has like 30 people in it, right? So there's like 11, maybe 12 people in the chat. Of the very first live we have, I still have it. So we had like 12 people in the chat, right? All of a sudden, I put the link in the chat, and this person who had been in this, okay, so we had a person in our chat who had been in here commenting with us about the little girl that was, her dad said she was SA, took her to a bunch of appointments, the Michael Long case. So we're talking about this little girl this entire time, and all of a sudden, this person comes up on panel under this other name and dropped a peen bomb. And I'm like, what? How did you just come in a chat and talk to us for an hour about a little girl, you know, in an SA case, and then come up here and do that? You are a sick fuck. Okay, so that caused a huge blowout between me and another person. The person that he was using her name, like he had used her name and spoofed her account. I had no idea about anything about peen bombs, spoofing account. I had no fucking idea. Never heard of it. Never seen it. Nothing.
So you thought it was...
thought she deliberately did this. I thought this person that was in the chat with us, come to find out who was a part of this group that we were in. I thought she deliberately did it. So I went the fuck off. You know what I mean? And we went to war after that. It was really bad. It got real fucking bad over the peen bomber. So that's why I try to be extra careful now, because of, you know what I'm saying? The very first experience we ever had was awful.
It seems like we learned everything the hard way, didn't it?
Yes, we did.
Literally, we learned everything the hard way. Okay, I guess we're going to play it. Tim, this is kind of like an introduction to Gabby and Brian for you. She was working on being a van life vlogger, and this was pretty much her first and only video put on YouTube. You know, prior to her death, and post-mortem it has received like almost 7 million views.
Oh, okay.
And I just feel like it was a perfect depiction of what Queen was saying, how they were kind of living that Shenan life, which is the first time I've ever heard it called that, but that is the perfect label for it because it's true. So this will kind of give you an idea of who the kids are and why Queen said that. I'm going to speed it up just a tiny bit for time's sake.
Gabby Petito never goes outside. really nice and sunny today. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, but it rained all afternoon yesterday. Oh my God! The tent is just coming in on me. The wind is so bad. I've just been sitting here like this for a while. So me and Brian just got up and got ready, made the bed in the tent, set up. I think our plan for today is to just hang out here in the tent. Brian's stretching, doing some morning yoga. That's cool.
That worked out well.
Alright. So I'm gonna make some yogurt. Looking to steal some of his granola. All the chocolate melted.
I know, it's a river of chocolate. Be cautious.
You can't keep chocolate in Utah. Not in July. Or in a clear plastic container
Right, yeah.
that is always in the sun.
It's in the tent this morning, yeah, that's why.
I love the band.
So, we are right outside Capitol Reef right now in a free dispersed camp spot. And we've been lucky so far at all the places we've stayed, but I'd say this is one of the best so far. Since we left New York, I've only set up my hammock once, and now we're all the way in Utah, and luckily enough, I was able to set up my hammock on one of these trees.
And we're kind of like in the desert.
Maybe a few trees.
All right, that gives me.
So there you go. That's sad, huh? Wasn't she cute? She was cute and seemed like such a sweet soul.
So he just like I was reading while I was watching it. So he basically killed her because they had a toxic relationship, and she thought he was in his explanation in the confession, like he thought she was in pain or something. That was what his confession basically said when he strangled her
His
to death.
confession, to me, I believe, was a complete lie. He
100%.
claimed that she was becoming hypothermic in a river after an injury. And basically, he's trying to say it was a mercy killing.
Oh, okay.
What I think happened, because they had a little incident, and Cappy Queen, I'm really curious if y'all agree. They had an incident where they were pulled over, and it was very obvious. Sorry, I had to mute real quick. That he had been abusing her. She had bruises on her. The cops ignored it. Long story short, they acted like he was the abuser and sent him to a hotel, and she had to take the van for the night by herself. And I think things just kept escalating, and she was probably going to leave him, I think.
Well, the reason why they got pulled over was because of 911 calls from the restaurant where people reported him. I'm pretty sure it was the restaurant.
That was something that happened at the same time, coincidentally, but they got pulled over because he was swerving. I believe she had been grabbing at his arm or hitting him while he was driving, because he tried to leave her on the side of the road. And the cops,
they had 911 calls of reports of him smacking her.
Now, is this why?
Hold on, Tim. Those took place right before that incident. It was like.
Yeah, and they were looking for him, and then Chris McDonough basically Googled nomadic trek and thought that was laundry, and then basically
that is one that Chris McDummy pulled up on. Yes.
And then doxed a random guy,
but that had nothing to do with the actual case. He's just senile.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting. So everyone was looking for this guy, and he just ended up killing himself, basically, because he didn't want to go to jail, basically.
That's what I think. I think he may have done it even sooner. Like once he realized that he was busted and stuff. I think he went out there and took some time and then did it. But I don't know. I wasn't there, obviously, but I think that their relationship was at a boiling point, and she probably would have left, and he took her life, so she couldn't.
Oh, okay. Whose idea was it to go on the nomadic life track? Like, not like, on the van life. Was it hers or his?
Pretty sure that was collective and something that they worked for together. But I mean, how would we really know?
Yeah.
We only know what's been told, right?
Yeah. And I think it probably so he basically killed. Okay, so their relationship wasn't going, became toxic. Then he killed her, and then he tried to go on the run, made a bullshit thing, lie like, oh, she was drowning, and I just put her out of her misery.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, he basically, after he took her life, he took the van and her money and made his way back home. Even though later on we found out there was like $20,000 in his bank account. Part of the reason that he got initial charges was for using her credit card post-mortem to pay his way back home.
Well, that was the only warrant they could get on him.
Yep.
He was a person of interest, but they couldn't get him on charges of murder or anything. So they had him on a warrant for theft.
Yep.
We didn't cover this case a lot. Like, we did a little bit because it was super duper over reported on.
Yes.
So it was so bad, and people were so, and I understand it, like, very emotionally involved. And
yeah, I think at that time I was researching stocks and cryptocurrency. Maybe that's why I did.
Probably, actually, that would have been about a year ago. Yeah.
Right. I mean, YouTubers, joined the protest in front of the guy's parents' house when he was on the run. And it was just like so crazy. And YouTubers actually helped find her in this case. Like, and it wasn't a case. Let me say this: it was a case of dumb luck and a dash cam.
Okay.
There was,
there we go.
There was no like armchair investigations that helped this case. This van life couple,
Bethune, right?
Yeah.
They were also van bloggers.
Right. And they had seen the missing stuff in the description of the car, and they remembered that they saw a van with a Florida plate because they were from Florida. So right after that tip was put out, they found her like an hour later. Like,
they
literally
went and looked or were editing footage, and they were like, oh, wait, that's that van. And it just so happened that when they drove by and had attempted to say hello at one point, they had gotten dash cam video of Gabby and Brian's van on the side of the road. Gosh, Cap, not even a football field from where they found her remains.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Her remains were still right there. So because they had been able to pinpoint that in a video and kind of geotag, they were able to find out her location, even though Brian had taken the van.
Because they would have had a really hard time.
See, yeah, Gypsy, that's what I thought. They were just going through the video and they saw it, and that reminded them, and then they went back.
Something like that, yeah. But my point is like, they would have had a really hard time finding her without that, I believe.
I don't know that much of her would have been left when they found her, had she been left in those elements much longer, with how many bears and all that we know are out there. They definitely helped her be found quickly.
Yeah, and I hate that it, like, I love that they helped, but I hate that, like, YouTube true crime creators took that as YouTubers can help solve crimes, and just like, oh fuck.
And who was besides Chris, who else was doing this case, like really covering it?
A lot of people. I've got the Red, Right, and Bethune footage where they found her van.
People built their fucking channels like thousands of subscribers off this case. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
People did. It wasn't just like
you can't. There's not one specific creator that did it more than any other one. I mean,
I don't know. NC kind of ate that. I've got the
so did what's her name? Justice for Justice.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say,
Justice
made bank off that case.
Yeah, a lot of them
also got sued off that case too, didn't she?
She got sued over. Yes. No, it was her use of the footage from that news station that she. And
even
they told her to
because she played the news nonstop.
Yep.
even
without any kind
non-true
of
crime
commentary or anything in between. It didn't give credit or anything like that. I think. I don't know. I can't
No,
remember.
you're right. You're right. She actually put her logo over theirs.
Oh my God.
Queen, you want to pop it up real quick and back so we can show him where they found the van? I've got the red, white, and Bethune, and I know they never cared if anybody shared it. They were actually really cool.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
super nice. They were so cool. They wanted to get the word out, and they cared more about Gabby than their views.
I feel like they could have capitalized way more than they didn't at all.
Yes. Like I said, they cared more about Gabby than they did their views. It was pretty obvious.
We got camera footage going through the Grand Tetons Park around 6 to 6:30 p.m.
This is at the Spread Creek dispersed camping area. We got there and there was a huge gravel lot, and we decided we wanted to try to drive more toward the back because we had heard the views were better back there. So we were heading back on this long dirt gravel road.
And we came across a white van that had Florida plates, a small white van. We were going to stop and say hi because we're from Florida too, but the van was completely dark. There was nobody there, so we decided to continue on our way.
Yeah, the van looked like it was pretty much kind of abandoned. We figured maybe they were out hiking or they were just chilling inside. There was no doors open. You know, it was just kind of, neat to see a Florida plate, on the other side of the country. It's not something you see all the time.
But we wanted to include this in the video just in any way that we can help and get this out there to be able to find Gabby Petito. So if you could share it, if you know anything, please don't hesitate.
Yeah, as we're coming up on it, we're approaching it up here on the left-hand side. This is most definitely Gabby Petito's Ford Transit van. It's kind of wild, like it's saying a little bit because we drove past, we actually weren't able to find any sites, and we ended up driving back through, saw it again, but here it is on the left. So,
and I slowed it down so you can possibly see it a little bit better.
Kind of freaky for a late Saturday evening, but we just kind of had a brain fart. Oh my God, there's that van. So if anybody can help, I know the FBI is looking for all the help they can get on the case.
I would not recommend it. Just don't do it. Go on a different night because this sucks. Welcome back to Red, White, and Bethune. This month, we're doing something really special.
They're super cute. Y'all should check out their channel when you get a chance. Sweet people.
Oh, good name, though. Good name for a channel.
And also what you've got to remember is that if they didn't find or see that van, nobody knows how long it would have taken for someone to have picked that up.
Well, that's
didn't they find nine? Didn't they find like 9 other people that had passed away? 9 missing people that had passed away during their search for Gabby.
Yes.
They
even found 2 people on the run too. I think, didn't they?
Yeah, they found criminals in Florida looking for Brian. They sure as hell did. Down there in that swampland. That's what I said too, Scoose, and I think that they may not have found Gabby in enough time to easily identify her if they hadn't have helped with that tip.
No, and she was already at quite a moderate state of decomposition as well. So any longer, and it would have been, I mean, they probably wouldn't have got much DNA evidence off of her either, which would have been again harder and longer.
They could have gotten it out of her bones and stuff, her teeth, and there's ways to do that. He didn't.
Oh, I'm on about when it comes down to the actual murder itself.
Oh, well, we'll never know anyways. Go ahead, Cap.
No.
Sorry.
Okay, so I wanted to respond to something in the chat. Somebody said, sometimes you catch something you wouldn't even guess could help solve a crime. Anyone, anywhere can help solve a crime. For how many cameras are out there? I think it was in response to what I was saying about YouTubers solving crimes. Okay, so I totally agree that can be true. But the problem is with like the true crime community is that they're, okay, so when they take on this freelance investigator like stance on things or whatever, it's like these chats get so into it and they start reaching and they start twisting like speculation to fact, and they end up bogging down tip lines and like hindering investigations. There's been more than one time where law enforcement has come forward and said, please stop reporting things you see on YouTube.
Colorado Bureau of Investigation, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Yes. We also had the FBI in the most recent case with Kylie. They say, stop, y'all are wasting our time. We have to follow up on every tip. And crazy YouTubers, like I'm talking about subscribers, they flood these tip lines in these missing cases, and they spread rumors from online trying to make it facts in the case, and it totally hinders investigations.
Oh, okay. So she means regular people. And okay, yeah, I totally agree with you on that. Because like and law enforcement has even said, if you're not from the area or like, you know what I mean? Like, don't phone in these weird YouTube tips. Like
Pam said for us not to let YouTubers look for her.
Also, as well, everything that's mentioned on these channels 9 times out of 10 it is speculation.
Yes,
it's
Right.
not facts. This is people discussing an idea of what may have happened, and sometimes it's right. Sometimes law enforcement come back and say, "Hey, this is what happened," and everyone's like, "Oh my god, I was right." But that doesn't mean that at that moment it's fact. So people
And it
that are
was
calling
never
in saying,
tip-worthy. It was never
Yeah.
tip-worthy. Yes.
no, because again, like they said with the Debbie Collier case, they've been thrown so many curveballs, but how many of those curveballs have been false?
Right, like that video that one lady was making that huge deal about, right? With Laura and all that stuff.
Oh
Like that,
God, she's
that
the
vi-
perfect example.
I got to see that video, and it was of like these couple teenage boys like hitting a tree with their hand, like or like pulling the bark off the tree. I don't know what they were doing, but it really like, and they're in the middle of the woods.
You
and
have
it's
to-
super dark. It's like how is this like a hot tip?
Oh,
Like,
Cappy, wait. Siniscamalio, however you say that name. Sorry, I know I butchered it. Just reminded me. Remember whenever MGL and them were talking about they saw a hand come up through the garden in the laundry's backyard when Roberta was doing
swear to God.
gardening. So they knew that there was a bunker underneath the flower bed that was hiding Brian. Y'all remember
I swear
that?
to God. I swear to fucking
I was like,
God.
you guys are stupid, and I don't want to hang out with y'all anymore. I was like, this is
Exactly.
so dumb.
I'm not sitting at your table.
Yeah, they
That's
said
that.
there was like a capsule bunker underneath the flower bed,
Oh my
and
God.
she was passing Brian supplies through there.
Why would they be out eating? Why would they be? Why are they doing gardening right now? Why are they going to the grocery store? Why are they eating? Like people like with Brian's parents got ridiculous. I don't care what you think of his parents. Like what they're not supposed to eat. They can't go to the grocery store and get some food.
It was
like
gross.
That's so stupid.
Remember, they even picked apart the fact that his mother changed purses.
Yeah.
Like on one of the days she wore a different handbag. How is she changing purses?
Yeah.
So they just accused the parents by guilty of association because their son was a murderer.
Well, the parents refused to give information. The Petito parents went to the laundry parents and said, hey, our kid's missing. Your kid's the last person who saw her. We need to know what went down so we can try to find our daughter. And they're like, fuck you. We ain't telling you nothing.
And the mum was driving Brian's car and stuff at certain
points. It was a mess. I gotta jump, you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but like we don't know what he said to his parents. We don't know what lies he spewed to his parents. And I was totally against people protesting in front of their house. I like, especially the sister's house. I felt really bad for her. I just feel like a lot of people that sat in judgment of that family before all the other stuff came out, like the Notebook and all the stuff. Okay. Take us back. Let's go back to like the beginning when he was still being looked for and they were being silent and they had attorneys. I feel like a lot of people that sat in judgment of that family might not, like, they really don't know what they would have done in that situation. And we don't know what lies he told either. You know, at that point we didn't, at least. And it's kind of like, you know, you don't know what you do. That's their son.
Yeah.
That's their kid. So they want to protect him. And I don't understand why people could understand that.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I do feel like there was something shady with the parents that were going on. And I do think there was certain things. They were trying to protect their son when they did see him. To me, that's evidently clear that they were trying to protect him and that they knew more.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if that was your child, no matter what happened, it's your baby.
Yeah.
You know, it's your child. Oh, sorry, that's my child.
But yeah, like I feel like that was their first instinct, was to protect him. Yeah, it was shitty that they didn't help and all that, but like I said, we don't know what he was spewing to them. Like, he was their little baby. Like, what, they probably believed everything he said, you know? Like, I don't know. I just tried to like pull back emotionally and think logically about it, like before, you know, because there are people in chat saying that they should die and that they should just fucking off themselves.
They're psychotic.
Yeah,
those people are psychotic, clearly psychotic.
And there's a lot of them. It's not just a few.
Yeah.
It's the whole grab your pitchforks thing, isn't it? And that's what happened.
Yeah.
It's such an old mentality to come after the family.
Yeah, it's a lack of empathy. It's a lack of empathy for people to understand that, like, sometimes your son does something terrible. Like, even Dahmer's father, which, by the way, the Netflix special was actually, the actor played him great. Actually, he was my favorite actor in the whole series. He, like, you can feel that there was some sort of, like, you know, he still loved his son, but he knew his son was doing something terrible. You know what I mean? Like, in the show. Like, he knew that his son had to go away, but you know, just because your son is your daughter's a terrible person doesn't mean your parents are not going to stop loving you. So.
Tainted ink, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we don't know what he told them. Like, what if he said, like, here's an example. Like, what if he said, like, Mom, I'm being set up and there's this thing, like something happened. And,
yeah, or she tried to kill me and it was an accident.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
he could have said anything.
No idea.
Yeah.
He could have said anything. And that's what I mean by you want to defend your child. I'm not saying defend your abusive, like, murderer child. I'm saying we don't know what they said.
Yeah,
what was said to them.
In that scenario, I can imagine him saying, well, it was an accident. She died, and I'm worried about being thrown in jail. They're going to throw me in jail because they're going to think I'm murdering her. You know, that could be the assessment, like, I would guess. Like, he probably would say it was an accident, but everyone thinks I murdered her. I'm going to go to jail for life. I can't handle this. And, like, you know, he probably cried a lot, and that's probably what happened. But yeah,
and as a parent, you're not going to want to see your son or any child come into you and scared in that manner, because he probably would have been scared. I think he had a psychotic break. I didn't follow the case via YouTube channels. I watched everything live, and I watched it for weeks. I watched the helicopter footage of them searching for him. I was so invested, I didn't sleep. I could not sleep during that case. I couldn't get off it. I don't know what it was that drew me in. And obviously, I'm all the way from the UK. I just had to keep following it. I could not stop. And I at the beginning, I was like, oh, maybe he is innocent. I kept going back and forth because even I didn't know what to believe. I was like, did he have a psychotic break and just left her and she died somewhere? Is she still out in the woods? And then when they found her dead, I was like, oh my God, like, it just kept running off. And it was all speculation, but I think everyone knew that he was going to be found dead.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of, even Dog the Bounty Hunter got involved and said he was on the Appalachian Trail. And they 100% believe that.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like I'm not, like, if you look at him, he looks like a clean-cut young man that doesn't look like he's a murderer. You know what I mean? Like, this, if you just walked up to him, you'd be like, no.
Like, total, like, hipster coffee shop yoga type.
But that's why I think he had a psychotic break. I don't think this is something that's embedded into him as a person. I think something was ticking wrong in his brain. He was not the person that she fell in love with.
Right.
Well, I mean, maybe, like, living in a van that close and, like, moving around probably didn't help.
Oh, you know what I've always said? If you want to really get to know somebody, go camping with them. You'll get to fucking know somebody real quick. Like, because you really get to know people when you're camping with them. Let's just say that.
Yeah, when I was going camping, when I was in the Boy Scouts, the one thing I used to do a lot was just read. And that was basically it. And I would just be, like, secluded. Basically, that was my MO. But I didn't.
You were one of those people, huh?
Yeah, one of those people that just was like, in the woods, just read my book. Don't bother me while I'm in the woods. Let me cut some wood, and that's for the fire tonight. And that's basically it.
Okay, so you did help. Okay, so
no, yeah,
of those people. Okay.
No, I was in the Boy Scouts. If you didn't help, they would probably prank you. Like, that's how it was in the Boy Scouts. They would mess with you if you were a pain in the ass.
Yeah, the Scouts are crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I was a Girl Scout.
Did you ever camp?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we go to camping spots in California. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, like, the worst one was, like, the first time I camped. They didn't tell us to seal the tents. So, like, you're supposed to seal the tents. They just said bring newspapers and just stuff them in the thing. And it was, like, literally we went in there and it started leaking. I swear I was the closest to death from that day because I was completely soaked. It was freezing. and like the entire tent was wet inside, and it was like almost 2 days of rain, and it's like literally we had to empty out all the water from the tent, stand in front of a fire. It was like I smelled like a smoke, like because I had to stand in front of drying everything. It was like the worst first camp.
Smell a bonfire.
Yeah, like a bonfire. Yeah, it was not. It was the worst camping trip ever.
I remember all our troop leaders would all get drunk off wine, like at the nighttime.
That did not happen with me.
I went to college and I did something called outdoor leisure, and that basically involved a lot of orienteering and camping and stuff like that. And we would go on these exhibitions out in the middle of nowhere, and we'd have to camp. And the lecturers, the teachers, used to bring beer with them. They would let us have one or two, but then we would find them in their van the next day hungover. Like in the middle of nowhere in their vans, just like dying.
That's hilarious. That's funny. Yeah. You get to know each other. You get to know people when you're out in the middle of nowhere and camping.
And this is the problem, you can't get away from each other as well. They were in a van, close quarters. There was no, okay, like they said, you can go for a walk and get some air, but then you have to get back in that van. There's no spending, and by the sounds of it, both of them didn't want to spend any time away from each other. They were so attached at the hip, and that makes for a certain set of toxicity.
And also think about all the cuts.
It's codependency, isn't it?
Yeah, but you think of all the cuts they have to do for the videos. Like, oh, it's not a good cut. Let's do it again. Oh, it's not a good cut. Let's do it again. And they're just editing while in a van this YouTube video.
Yeah.
Think about all the cuts you have to do and like constant refilming and pretending that you like it.
Day in and day out,
yeah,
right?
Especially if like the happiness is not coming across as genuine, like, because I'm sure that I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were happy up until this point, and he did have some kind of psychotic break. But I don't believe that, because I take it back. Like when I think that, because of the 911 call and then getting pulled over. Like obviously, it was leading up to something bad.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Gabby, like, because of like how busy it is on the road, maybe she pulled back in a loving manner and wasn't so warm towards him and started getting a bit cold because there was so much stuff going on and things like that. And that might have triggered in his brain the whole like, oh, she doesn't love me as much as she did, you know. And I think for someone who might be insecure or codependent or a bit obsessive of her, that's enough to make him snap or start thinking things or dreaming things that aren't necessarily, you know, right. Making things up in his head.
Join us? You're not going to join us on Sunday movie morning in about 15 minutes here? We're going to premiere the movie.
By the way, I'm so happy that she's doing this because I can't get it in the UK.
Oh.
You have no idea.
Use a VPN.
Literally, I spent last night and I was Googling how I'm going to watch it, and I was like, oh, I need to watch it, and I couldn't know where I was doing it. It was not screening anywhere.
Yeah, but you can use a VPN.
I was going to do that, and then I was like, oh, it's just so much bother to do that, and I'm going to be out and all of this. So I'm happy that it's just going to be easier. I'm here now anyway.
The Gabby Petito movie, Glitter.
I wonder how they're going to do this Gabby Petito movie. Like, how they're going to start with this Gabby
There's some parts that like piss me off. Like I felt like they dropped the ball.
Like, they usually make very like not good movies.
I'm really factual, so I'm going to be very picky on that.
Yeah, you're going to get
like I was the same with the Jeffrey Dahmer that Netflix did. Very picky about it. They did it really well though.
Yeah, you're going to get irritated at a couple things then. Because I'm that same way. Like, I really want the real shit. I don't want some, like, drama, dumb shit, you know?
Yeah, like, massively over-dramatized stuff.
What kind of shirt? Why is he, like, I'm looking at it. Why is he wearing that type of shirt in camping? That's, like, the worst. Like, I'm talking about Brian Laundrie. Like, that is, like, the worst type of shirt to wear for camping. I know I'm, like, nitpicking, but I just, like, the Boy Scout, he's like saying to myself, like, this, I want comfortable clothes if I'm camping.
I think it's because he always wanted to look good.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's pretty crazy. So what was the what was the speculation on like YouTube? They were like people just searching and then basically doxing people as well to look for this guy as well.
What do you mean? What with his parents and stuff?
No, with that too. But like I heard about Chris McDonough doing it, like with him and other people. Were other people doing that too?
I don't know because I didn't follow it with YouTube. Like I said, I stuck to the news and I was watching everything live as it was coming in. So like it was Jay Bruno, I think it was, and they had 24-hour coverage on it, and I couldn't stop watching it. I didn't go to any of the YouTube channels because there was a lot of drama around the case as it is. And I just thought, I'm going to stay away from that drama. I don't want to hear any of the speculation. I don't want to hear what people are saying about the parents. Because they were giving Gabby's mum and dad shit too.
Why were they giving them shit?
Just because. Because so originally they all had quite a good relationship. It's just whenever somebody, it's the same with Kylie, right? So with Kylie, all of the families have a good relationship with each other. Okay, the mum and the dad apparently had a good relationship. Now everyone's attacking both of them. But we don't know whether the mum is an antagonist in this at all. It's pure speculation. Nothing's come out in the actual media about this.
Oh, you went mute for a sec. I can't hear anything you're saying right now.
Oh, sorry, I'm muted because my kid is being
Oh,
crazy.
I thought you dropped out for a moment. So there was speculation on like the parents and both sides, and they were just attacked. But what was the speculation on the parents of the victim? Oh. DV with Kaylee's parents. Pecan pie. No, I'm going to go look for it though. Thanks for telling me though.
Yeah, the parents didn't seem to. I think it was like with the searching and stuff. But then again, it was the same of let the law enforcement do their job.
Okay.
I think the dad was very panicky, and they instantly started attacking Brian's parents. Because Brian's parents shut down straight away, and obviously lawyered up and stuff. That was straight suspicion for them, which it would be for anyone. But I understand why they lawyered up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, he would have been suspect number one, even though they said at the beginning, "Oh, he's not a suspect. We just want him for the, the theft of the money and stuff like this." He was number one. So that was just to try and get him in.
So was his crime motivated by just anger, or was his crime motivated by greed?
So the problem is that nobody knows because of the confession note, which basically stated that it was a mercy killing, that she hurt herself, and he had to carry her through a ravine or through a river. She got cold because it was cold outside as well, and she was freezing. And basically in the note, he said that he was hugging her and trying to keep her warm, but she kept shivering and she was in and out of consciousness, and she was begging him to help her, and there was no way he could. And she was begging him to make it stop, and that she was in pain and she couldn't walk. So he decided that the only way he could end it was to end her life.
Wait a minute. So she was suffering from. He was claiming that she was suffering from hypothermia.
Yeah, because she broke her leg or something. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, but why didn't he just build a fire and then just basically go the body walk?
Apparently he did, but it went out. What you need to do is you need to go read this confession note because it is insane.
Yeah, I read a little bit of it. Yeah, it kind of didn't make sense to me because I was like, this doesn't make any goddamn sense. Because that's pretty easy to solve that problem,
This is it, and this is it. Oh, he also said he got lost and he didn't know which way was the van at that point. He didn't know which direction the van was in or whether he would make it with her because he couldn't carry her any longer and stuff like this.
He made up a stupid lie that he hoped that it would. Okay, yeah. makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, some of the story could be plausible if he was further away from the van. If he was further away from the van, and they were in the middle of nowhere, so it was a mountain range, and she fell down somewhere, and he managed to get to her, and all of this crap, it can stuff like that has happened.
Yeah, Brian Laundrie doesn't look like the type of being a rough and tumble camper that would survive the harsh wilderness to me, but that's just my opinion of looking at him. So he basically murdered this girl and lied about it so he wouldn't look guilty to his parents, basically. He was probably fearing like people would judge him wrongly by so he lied instead of just saying I killed her because out of rage and anger because of something.
The issue is he wrote that note and shot himself.
Yeah.
Because he knew that when he got caught, they would force the truth out of him. Even if it was half true that she hurt herself and all this crap, if that was half true, they would have still got the rest of it out of him. And even if he spent 5 years in prison silent and then suddenly was like, oh God, I can't keep up with this.
Okay. Well, at least now I know. Hi, Queen. Welcome back. So your stream's going to start in the other channel in 10 minutes, Queen, right?
She's quiet.
She's quiet. She's probably reading something. You know how it is. But did the autopsy show that she had a broken leg? Did she have a broken leg in that autopsy report?
I think she did, yeah.
Okay. Supposedly he survived in the Appalachians for 6 weeks in his own. And he also, please remember, he lived at his parents' home with Gabby and he came back with her.
But he also survived in this swamp for a long time as well, guys. You've got to remember that. If he was actually in that swamp for that allotted amount of time.
As a person who's gone camping, it's even difficult to survive a couple of days in the back without being properly supplied.
The woods is somewhere that's actually easier to survive in because you have quite a lot of tools there ready available for you to,
like what?
to sort of
do you
set
have
up
water?
a camp. Simple.
Not simple.
You need water, yeah, food. No, fair enough. But he would have taken that with him anyway. That's what I'm saying. But where he was in the swampland, flooding of this, this area, and then obviously the flooding coming away and stuff. That's really hard. And he's got alligators to contend with too. That's some harsh stuff to survive in.
Yeah, I guess so.
Keeping yourself dry that's not gonna.
Yeah, but it kind of goes against the argument that if he's a rough and tumble survivalist, he could have easily took care of the situation that she was in. So I'm more on the lines of he was full of shit, and he just wanted not to feel guilty about murdering her, and he lied to everyone before he took the coward's way out.
This furthers the argument that he could have sorted her out, because if he can survive that long in a swamp, then in some woods somewhere he could have easily have helped her. If the fire went out, go get some more wood.
Yeah, I agree with you, no, cowgirl. I think the note is full of shit. There is no way to say he survived more than 10 minutes. They never said he survived in the swamp. He could have went out there and did it immediately. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the guys. The reason why I pointed out this shirt is because if you're going camping, number one, it gets really fucking cold at night, no matter where you're at. Even if you're in a desert, the nights become very cold. So the one thing you have to realize is that you're probably going to need good, clothing if you're going out, and polyester shirts don't really do that well, and jeans. It's just like, and your shoes, his shoes did not look like the camping type of shoes. Also, you'd probably need something to light fire. You need to look for actual wood and stuff, like actual dry wood that actually you can light on fire. You need to look for a water source. The water source has to be purified because it could have bacteria and make you sick. The food, you have to make sure you get a certain amount of calories, which is probably like 2,000 calories if you're running to 2,500, maybe more if you're running around the woods.
And his friend said that he knew all of this, that he was a survivalist and he knew this stuff.
Okay.
So this is again, it furthers the argument of how couldn't he have got Gabby out of that situation?
Yeah, I mean, as a person who's camped and knows the hellish conditions of camping, I mean, it's, I press X to down on that. If you're going in the
woods. But again,
we
also don't know whether he did spend all that time in the swamp. I mean, that's another thing. Whether he did or not, whether he was at his parents' house or whether he was more nearby to his parents' house and still getting supplies off of his parents, we don't know. And again, that's why there was a lot of speculation with his parents helping him out and stuff like that, because
Whoa.
it's a long.
Wait, the guy was a vegan and he's surviving in the woods as well?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he out there eating all the mushrooms off the trees, you know?
Oh my god, that's impossible. How could you survive? Like, if like I'm vegan, but if I was stuck in the woods, I would quickly change my diet to survive. If I was stuck in the woods, like I'd be hunting.
I'm vegetarian, so if I was out in the middle of nowhere, I'm sorry, anything that walks by my camp, it's going to be eaten. And I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Yeah, I would not. I'd quickly be hunting. Let's just say that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Hey guys,
what's up?
We got our movie set up for 5 minutes from now, so I'm gonna cut this short here, and I hope everybody goes and taps the link up at the top of the chat. Go grab your snacks, get your smokes, grab your stuff, whatever you want to grab. Get it ready. We're gonna go have us a movie day.
All right, thank you
for the next hour, anyhow. Okay, guys. I was gonna say, excuse, it's up at the top. Okay, make sure you click the link at the top. It's Queen Pin OG. Okay.
All right, I'll see you there. Bye.
Okay, guys.
See you there. Bye.
Right there. Bye. And bye, everybody in chat. I hope you guys come over. If you can't, it's okay, but I hope to see y'all there.